here in this video, we will see the formula for moment of inertia of some plane figures. Let us get started. It is the moment of inertia formula for plane figures. It means the moment of inertia chapter we have, in that we are going to use some formula, and that formula will belong only for plane figures. So that we would be seeing in this video. So let us get started with the first plane figure, which is a rectangle. Now here we have a rectangle whose width is b and depth is d. Now for this rectangle, the first thing is we should know where is the centroid, and we know that centroid will be exactly at the half of depth. There will be x-axis, and at the half of width there will be y-axis, and wherever x and y intersect, at that point we are going to have the centroid. So now the moment of inertia which I am writing, it will be for all the figures located at the centroid. That is, first I'll write down mi about x-axis. So moment of inertia is denoted by mi about x-axis. For a rectangle, it is Ixx is equal to BD cube by 12. This is the formula. Next, mi about y-axis, that is Iyy, is equal to, since the y-axis is cutting the width, that is also another way of remembering the formula, that if you are considering x-axis and x-axis is parallel to b, so you can take b directly. It is cutting d, so make cube of d. That is another way of remembering the formula. Similarly for Iyy, as I can see, it is parallel to d, so I'll write down d as it is. Then it is cutting or passing through b, so here I have b cube. Another way of remembering the formula. So this is the mi of a rectangle. Next, if the rectangle is hollow, then for hollow rectangle, now this is a hollow rectangle having material here. Now for this hollow rectangle, I'll mark the dimensions. Inner width is small b, outer width is capital B, inner depth is small d, outer depth is capital D. Now, when I want to find the moment of inertia, I need to know its x and y axis. So x axis for the hollow rectangle will be exactly at half of capital D, and y axis will be at the half of capital B. So here I have x and y axis, and at their intersection we have the centroid. So now I will write the moment of inertia formula at the centroidal axis x and y. So therefore mi about x axis is given by Ixx is equal to, the formula is really simple, as we have seen in case of a rectangle it was capital BD cube by 12. So here we have again capital BD cube minus, from the outer rectangle we are subtracting the inner rectangle by using the moment of inertia formula. So for outer rectangle about x axis it is capital BD cube by 12. For inner rectangle it will be small bd cube by 12. So here is the formula, capital BD cube minus small bd cube divided by 12. Next, mi about y axis is given by Iyy will be, previously we have seen for a rectangle Iyy was capital DB cube by 12. So here we have capital DB cube minus small dB cube. So from outer rectangle moment of inertia I am subtracting inner rectangle moment of inertia formula. So this is the moment of inertia formula for hollow rectangle. Next, suppose we have a circle where its diameter is capital D. Here we have x and y axis, and wherever they intersect we get the centroid, and the formula is mi about x axis is Ixx is equal to pi by 64 capital D raised to 4. So now I have written mi, moment of inertia about x axis, for a circle at x and y the distances are same, so even mi will remain same. So whatever mi I have written about I axis, same will be the value about yy. For a circle it is same, moment of inertia about xx is same as moment of inertia about yy, that is pi by 64 capital D raised to 4. Then if we have hollow circle for a hollow circle, the outer diameter is capital D, inner diameter is small d. Here is the x-axis and here the y-axis. Wherever they intersect, at that point there is centroid. So now I'll say that mi about x-axis is given by Ixx is equal to, In the previous case, we had written it as, for a circle, it was pi by 64, capital D raised to 4 for a circle. Here we have hollow circle. So from the outer circle moment of inertia, we will subtract the inner moment of inertia. So it is pi by 64 capital D raised to 4 minus small d raised to 4. Next, even for hollow circle, the mi about y-axis will be same as x-axis, and the formula is Iyy is equal to pi by 64 capital D raised to 4 minus small d raised to 4. Next, after hollow circle, we have a triangle. Here we have a triangle whose base is B and height is capital H. Now, for this triangle, its y-axis would be passing here and x-axis will be at a distance of 1 by 3 of capital H, and wherever they intersect, at that point we have the centroid. In case of circle, we have three different formulas of mi. First is about the base. This is, I can call it as base AB. Next is about the centroid XX, and then there is apex. I'll call it as PQ. So three different set of mi formula. So first, mi about base, it is IAB is equal to BH cube by 12 next mi about apex, that is IPQ is equal to BH cube by 4. Then at last mi about the centroid, that is IXX is equal to BH cube by 36. Next, after the triangle, the next figure is a semicircle, that is sixth one. Your semicircle is having radius capital R, and this is the y-axis. X-axis will be located at distance 4r upon 3 pi. Wherever x and y intersect, we know that point is called as the centroid. So I'll write down, since mi about the x-axis is given by Ixx is equal to 0.11 r is to 4. This is for a semicircle. Next, mi about the y-axis is given by here we have this y-axis, and for that I/y is equal to pi by 8 into r raised to 4. So here is the formula of moment of inertia about y-axis. Next, after completing the semicircle, then the last figure which we have, it is a quarter circle. And for a quarter circle, here also the radius is capital R. X-axis is located at distance 4r upon 3 pi. Y-axis is located at distance 4r upon 3 pi, and wherever they are intersecting, at that point we have the centroid, and therefore I'll say that mi about x-axis is given by, the formula is Ixx is equal to half of this value 0.112, that is divided by 2, r raised to 4, and since we know that a quarter circle is symmetric about an axis which is inclined at 45 degree, this is the axis of symmetry AOS for the quarter circle, so the mi formula of Ixx will remain same on Iyy as well, that is since 4r upon 3 pi, this location is also same. So here we have seen the formula of moment of inertia for quarter circle, and with this we complete this formula list of moment of inertia for plane figures.